We just finished up game one, and Labby Dabby Doo had a pretty dominant performance. I'm Mr. Matt 2702, joined by Vitalis. Just to kind of clear some things up real quick. Right now, sitting atop the poll charts is Rafal for game one MVP, and I know that we had talked about that, Vitalis, but I also know you're eating an ice cream sandwich, so.
It's a pretty good ice cream sandwich. I think that's way more important than the MVP vote. I want everyone to know how amazingly delicious this sandwich is. It isn't even Klondike either. It's off-brand, but it's so good.
Yeah, that's definitely listen, off-brand stuff. It's like Costco. Like when you go to Costco and you get like Costco brand stuff. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, dude, Costco is so good.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hello.
I should actually.
Uh oh. Uh oh. My pick ban is freaking out. It doesn't want to display.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah. So we started pick ban. That's fine. So we've banned Vagar, Nautilus, and Ari. So, just so you guys know, I'm not I promise I'm not like trying to do this. Um, oh, that's not what I want. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. It's just like not cooperating.
You know, we've wrecked pick ban, but at the very least, once we get like the game tab and like
Yeah,
we'll see
we
what
can do
we
it
pick.
there. I don't know
We
what.
don't get order, but yeah, we don't get order, but at least we get the comms.
Yeah. So I apologize, everyone. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Sometimes it's just like bugs out and it just doesn't like me. But actually, I wonder if this will work. Nope, does not work.
I mean,
Anyways,
it looks better than it did earlier.
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just set that back to the home screen. Whatever. We do see for Don't Ban Poppy, the air got picked up, and JJ Bell getting his Sivir back. The bans for Don't Ban Poppy were Vagar, Nautilus, and Echo. For Labby Dabby Doo is Ari, Israel, Lowry. So pretty similar bans, but Don't Ban Poppy respecting Lugo a lot more. Ooh, we
Yeah,
see
so
the.
I'm very happy to see the Vega priority put on the Vagars. I've always felt like Vagar was one of Lugo's best champions in playing into the PMA LCS in general.
Mhm.
It's very tough to play around Vagar, and it's very tough for a lot of people just to like understand what you can do against that champion. And I think, oh, pardon me, in general, that Lugo has honestly had a field day whenever people let his Vagar in draft through. And also, another thing I like is the priority being put bot lane. I personally probably would have removed the Sivir instead of the Nautilus, as I feel like I feel like JJ Bell might have been a little more exploitable once you remove him from the Sivir, but I can definitely see that Nautilus presenting a big issue.
Yeah, that's one of the important things. We do see Uncle Jemima potentially getting at Morgana again. We also see the Lee Sin pickup and a Vi. I say we as me and Vitatis. Sorry, chat and everyone. Again,
yeah, yeah, we see it. You guys don't.
it's okay.
Jokes on you.
You'll see it again when we get to the whatever
Yeah,
it's
I
called.
finally see it. Oh yeah, the other thing I like is the Urgot priority from Don't Ban Poppy. Is I think the Symphony and top lane flex has worked by far the best when they're able to get blue side, and in general, I feel like blue side's very helpful for Don't Ban Poppy in this matchup, and I'm happy so far with the way they're drafting in general. And the Lee Sin coming out here, I feel like they're gonna put Jaundice on it and then swap Guy Fieri mid.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. They also left they left a Swain open for Guy Fieri. I know that his that's been one of his like comfort picks that he's always picked up. It's
And sending double bans the way of Rafal, actually, Colette and Kennen gonna be banned away on the
target.
second phase of draft. I feel like it just whips out the Hecarim here.
Ooh,
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, he's playing Camille.
dude, is he trolling?
Hold on.
Is he trolling? Hold on.
There's no way he's trolling. I think this
Dude,
pick can work.
what if it's Vi top and Camille jungle?
No, sounds awful. Vi just hard loses that. How does she win that? Urgot just shields and she does nothing.
Wait, it could be Vi mid. This could all just be like a clever ruse.
No. Oh god. But ooh, the Jin pickup from Don't Ban Poppy though. I haven't seen Fudgy play this Jin at all, but Jin actually being reasonably meta right now with the multiple Infinity Edge build being picked up. In my opinion, it's actually incredibly strong. And also the traditional Ziggs pocket pick for Guy Fieri here. That's probably going to lock him into the mid lane slot. And unfortunately, because he's blue side, being forced to blind pick the matchup means Ziggs by far the best option for him. But LDD going to answer back with a Fizz pick for this is Lugo.
Yeah, that was. I do think how well I think the draft like rounded out pretty well. It was a little bit it was a little interesting at first, like especially just seeing like the Camille and the Vi side by side. I think that was an interesting pickup. But now that that's all said and done, we can actually maybe show everyone. We kind of see stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be interested to see who goes where, because I think they have some flex picks.
Which team?
Uh, like for the Camille, or like we know the Camille's gonna go top, but like are they gonna flex their players around? Sorry, I should have worded that better.
Well, I mean, they're gonna flex their players around. We could see. I feel pretty confident saying Fizz is gonna be locked in here for Lugo because he plays assassins, but Rafal is also apparently played mid a bit. So chances are, if we see any swap coming in, it might be Lugo going top with Camille and Rafal going mid with Fizz. Although I'm pretty sure neither of them actually play those champions, so I can't speak to that. And the Vi is like a very traditional pick
For
here
Labby.
for Lavi, yeah.
Yeah. Labby's Vi is a very dangerous thing. I'm curious about Don't Ban Poppy though. They're gonna probably flex some people around. Like maybe we'll see Uncle Jemima on the Uncle Jemima on the Morgana again. Probably the only flex we'll see will be the Guy Fieri and Jaundice. That'll probably be like the only change that we'll see is send Guy Fieri mid and Jaundice jungle.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see how both these cons mesh up. I feel like Don't Ban Poppy by far has a superior comp right now, just because you can blow up the Jhin and the Ziggs, and the Urgot can still fight. They have so many people who are like self-sufficient on that team that
Mm-hmm.
once they start off a 5v5 team fight, I feel like unless like Jhin and Ziggs would actually just have to hard throw every single fight in order to give LDD a win. It's like they can flank, they can get picks on one, but at least there's the Morgana to save them there. But the one dangerous part is going to be if they start face checking brushes and stuff like that and letting Labby Dabby do get picks and get the engages off. They have Thresh Hook, they have Vi ult, they have Camille ult, they have Fizz Shark. Like pretty much every single champion on the side of Labby Dabby do has pretty good pick to them, and Sivir with On the Hunt can really control the tempo of fights as well.
Yeah, and I think that's something to like that we talked about last game was having that like although we were memeing about it, the Sivir doing absolutely everything to be part of the engage, like part of the solution to the engage is like being able to just run them down as capable as they were last game, and like especially with some immobile champions like Veigar's pretty immobile, and Nautilus like his only mobility is his hook. Otherwise, he's pretty slow. But it's really awesome to kind of see them like continuously push through like with some of these disadvantages, and like I'm really excited to see what Fudgy like how Fudgy's gonna play on this Jhin, because we're used to seeing him on champions like Ezreal that have a little bit more movement, but like they don't have a solution. And JJ Bell just going back to his comfort. Comfort's the answer it seems for JJ.
And I really think a lot of teams don't prioritize removing JJ Bell's Sivir in draft like as much as they should. I feel like JJ Bell's Sivir is a pick that just enables all of Labby Dabby do so much to play the style they want, and I feel like once you remove him from that Sivir, it's such a key component. You know, granted, I wouldn't prioritize removing that Sivir over removing things like Lugo's champion pool or making sure Rafal doesn't run your entire team down or something like that, but in general, I think that's a pick that teams should be looking at least having a plan for.
Yeah, and I think that kind of speaks to a lot of what we talked about in our game one cast. Just a lot of their team comp was like well played situationally, and we'll see how that kind of plays out this round. And that was pretty interesting. Like we
Mhm.
thought, like we both agreed that Labby Dabby Doo was had the much better team comp to play around. But like we both kind of agreed as well that Dopey and Poppy's comp wasn't bad. It was just very different than what we were used to seeing in the PMA LCS.
Yeah, and this game as well, I think we have a lot of spicy things that can happen. Neither comp has a front line per se. Like Urgot, yeah, he'll be reasonably frontline and he'll build Bruiser.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably, we could see the Lee Cinderholt coming out there, and that would substitute a bit. And then on the side of Labby Dabby Doo, if you see the Tank Bie coming out, that really doesn't sound like Labby's style, though. I'm betting Warrior Trinity Force. But
Yeah.
they might force him on the Cinderhulk if they can manage it.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. But also you could see maybe the Camille get a little bit tanky, but Camille's gonna be just like Urgot where it's like more bruiser and Camille's more
Yeah.
likely to be like a damage bruiser than like a more tanky bruiser.
I could definitely see that coming to fruition, and also like Dope and Poppy's comp looking for the 5v5 team fight wins, but Labby Dabby Doo's comp looking for picks, and if Dope and Poppy doesn't position fights correctly, even if they move as 5, they could still get obliterated in 5v5s just because they don't have any front line to play against the assassins from Dope and Poppy here. So if Dope and Poppy actually straight up outskill Labby Dabby Doo at all this game, it's gonna get real. It's gonna actually. If I meant to say if Labby Dabby Doo actually outskill Don't Ban. What am I trying to say here? If Labby Dabby Doo actually outscale Don't Ban Poppy at all this game, it's gonna be really scary.
I think one of the other things to kind of make note of is oh god, where did it go? I was looking at something and I had just like I had note written and I completely forgot what it was. Oh, um, yeah, Don't Ban Poppy didn't pick Poppy, and it wasn't banned. So
Oof.
is that why they're losing? Maybe. Like it
I
happened
don't know.
last game. I mean, it's just a thought. Like,
I mean, also Front Lash plays Poppy, and he's been subbed out, so
does I mean the question is, can anybody else play Poppy? I think we've seen Symphonian on it maybe once, maybe twice.
yeah. I don't even get the team name Don't Ban Poppy. What do they think of that?
Dude, I don't know, dude. We should bring up the tier list of names.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I think I have the definitive go-to tier list. It's pretty solid.
Dude, what's your all right? I wanna hear about your tier list then.
All right, let me pull out my Gaza screenshot I took of my PMALCS team tier list real quick.
Hey.
This is gonna be a little bit. All right, did you fill one out or are you?
No, I'm like I know there's the one with there's the one
Okay,
that
so
Rich posted.
yeah, there's that one. But so I think the real teams that everyone's interested in is which ones do I have S tier? And so, for my money, the S tier, I like Ashen's Obligated Feeders. That's just such a strong name. Like, you got Ashen for the PMA reference. You got, you know, the Obligated Feeders. Like, you got Ashen's Obligated Feeders. So, like, it sounds like it's actually, like, a group of people, like an actual team. It's quite literally the group of people. They are Ashen's Obligated Feeders, right?
Yeah.
And in addition to that, you got the name combo Oof, which is so clean. But then their team logo has the Roblox guy in it too. So there's so many memes. There's just multiple memes lumped into this name. I think it's just such a great multi-dimensional name. And all right, so where are we gonna pause?
I paused
As I
at
tap
10.
back in.
I paused at 10.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I'm at 10. Whenever you're ready.
Sweet. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, 11, 12,
13.
13. We did it.
Hey, dude,
Perfect.
take one. Let's go.
All right, and so I don't want to tab out and risk screwing with my timing at all again, because I've done that before and it's not been fun. But I remember I had Legends on tap and S tier as well. That's I feel like that's low-key just a super solid team name. It doesn't even try and do anything. It's just good. And it's got the pun in it too. Oh, Hook coming out on the Uncle Jemima. They're gonna flash over the wall. Wait, Rafal, hook shot going wide though. But they're all going in. Rafal gonna tank tower. First blood going over to Zawardo on this Thresh.
Easy clap.
Dude, high impact gameplay coming out already.
Dude, it's the high. I'm telling you, it's the High Noon Thresh skin. If you play High Noon Thresh, you will never miss a single hook.
It's
That
very
is my
true.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah, also one of the things I never mentioned is some big comfort picks coming out here on the side of Labby that we do. Labby's Vi is pretty important, and we talked about JJ Bell's Sivir more than enough already, and
Yeah.
Zawarida's Thresh actually. Zawaride really likes hook champions. Thresh, the Pike, and all around just has a super solid time with them.
See, that's some of the stuff that I like. I need to pick up on is some of these like comfort picks. But Lavi, I knew Lavi. It just loved his Vi, because Vi's also just like one of those really easy like champions to like hard carry a game with.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
what I
an
like.
interesting thing to talk about on the side of Jaundis's Lee Sin here is there's been like flavor of the month build coming out on Lee Sin with the Conqueror build that we've seen recently. In my opinion, doesn't really do that much to elevate Lee Sin at all. Like I think Lee Sin's still in a pretty bad place right now, but like it's just a different way of playing Lee. And Jaundis opting out of that option wants the Electrocute instead.
I got safe.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a
I'd say
safe.
yeah. I would say the Conqueror might be a little bit of the safer option, but the Electrocute's gonna blow up more targets pretty quickly, and I feel like that'll be good, especially against the low tankiness team here coming out of Labby Dabby overall. I don't really think Jaundice is gonna get in a lot of scrums where he's just auto attacking people consistently, except maybe against a Vi or something like that.
Yeah, and we see Lugo playing pretty hyper aggressive mid lane.
Yeah, going on Guy Fieri, getting a little bit of trading down. Some fat damage.
We're gonna see how this Camille plays out. It looks like Rafal is just gonna get shoved on their tower, and it's just gonna be rough.
Yeah, like, Camille really doesn't get to play this lane that much early on, but he did take the Comet, though, and with the, whatever that, ooh, going in with the hook shot. Actually, the disdain coming out in reaction from Symphonian, though, getting him down so much, and that is so much damage. The flash coming out, though, and Rafal, flashless from that early gang invade bot lane, gonna go down, and that is a solo kill for Symphonian.
Very good job, top lane. That's what you like to see. Oh, we see the Vi.
And so yeah, Rafal just overstepping his bounds here with the hook shot. Urgot not really something that you can just 100% int onto, especially in a wave like that. And because he was flashless there, Rafal really did not get the better of that one. Also, you got to factor in the Conqueror versus Comet in that matchup there. The longer Rafal fights, the way better he's going to be at winning that trade. And getting the spray down with Conqueror on the shotgun is that fight. Rafal playing, the Comet Camille, it's more focused on poking and small trades. And he's even maxing the tactical sweep too, the W, which is exactly what you should be doing in ranged matchups. Means that he's going to have a little more difficult of a time just flat out all-inning him from full health like that.
Yeah. I do think one of the things to note is we do see the double ignite on the side of Labby Dabby Do. So you were talking about like this all in. Like Guy Fieri is playing it much more safe with his summoner spells for just the laning phase, especially playing against Lugo, who has, I think we talked about, like the highest kills in the league. So like Guy Fieri playing it safe for just the laning phase, whereas it looks like Don't Ban Poppy like taking the double ignite is just like, oh.
Yeah, Flash coming in bot lane from Zawarida, but Jaundice here on the gank to answer, and Zawarida forced to run away, but here comes Lavria with the side on Uncle Jemime with the Flash Vault Breaker and get the takedown there. And now Lee Sin and Vi punching each other in this bot lane bush. The Spudgy Judges kites away, and Resonating Strike gonna go wide from Jaundice onto a minion. Lugia getting some more trading and Guy Fieri down in the mid lane though, and that is a manaless Ziggs. It's basically helpless, basically manaless Ziggs right now. He's gonna have to back pretty soon.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see what the Guy Fieri build is going to be. Ooh, excuse me. Like, I'm interested to see if it's going to go first thing Lost Chapter, or is he going to build, like... Yeah, it looks like he's going to build... Is Double Book Lost Chapter? Yeah, Double Book and
yeah,
Crystal.
Double Book. Yeah, Double Book's Lost Chapter. And, focusing more on this Camille Urgot matchup in the top lane. Symphonian trying to take trades onto Camille right there. You really... One of the cooldowns you gotta track in this matchup is the is Camille's adaptive plating though, because if Symphonian is to, you know, just disdain straight onto Camille like that, if Camille has the adapted defenses up, her passive, she will actually like hardcore win the trade if Urgot doesn't land the disdain. So it's very important to track that passive, because due to the way like a lot of damage works, it's uphold that thought though. Luca coming in for a Roman bot lane. Fizz doing so much damage. That is one dead Morgana. A kill going over to JJ Bell off the Lugo roam.
Yeah. Something I want to talk about is like the evolution of JJ Bell, or not JJ Bell, sorry, Lugo. And I want to. This is gonna sound weird. Like
Lugo Shin.
I want to compare it to kind of like Jensen. Like Jensen used to be like a play for myself kind of player, and we've seen Lugo kind of like when I first started kind of watching. Like Lugo would be like, all right, I'm gonna try and just get the highest KD and just go for the most. Now we see Lugo doing this like, and he has like 1,000 IQ to like come and make some of these like really like these really good roams. So like it's been really cool to see him kind of like evolve from like an individual player to be like, all right, I'm just gonna snowball my team, and if I can't carry, someone else will help me out. We good.
Yeah, I think he's been playing, you know, a little more like for the style of his team, but still developing into his style. There's Alvarado gonna land a hook on the Guy Fieri in the mid lane, though, actually going in under tower. But oh wow, we'll back from Guy Fieri onto Lugo, but he's gonna troll pull out of there. Be just fine.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, though, you know, I feel like Lugo early on was playing just a lot of selfish picks in terms he was just playing of like what he wanted to play. Like, you saw the Fiddlesticks mid being whipped out, which worked pretty well in general, but may or may not have added a lot to the team in general. And more action in the mid lane though. Guy Fieri gonna be taking extremely low, force to flash and barrier out. Ignite coming out from this is Lugo though. And all in all, is summoning spell advantage for Lugo in this mid lane after that. But, you know, as I was back to my previous point again, yeah, maybe they'll finally stop fighting in mid lane so I can do some analysis. Jesus Christ, man. But now I feel like Lugo's found the skill, like the individual skill expression he wants. Like, he's taken this Vagar to like a sort of an assassin-y style play, but at the same time, he's playing stuff like Vagar. He's playing picks that work, you know, that really let him interact with his team a lot more and help set up team fights. They help do a variety more of things than just make Lugo feel good about, you know, the game he's playing.
Yeah.
And I think it's really telling. Speaking of which, Lugo coming in bot lane for another Fizz roam, massive Fizz damage. I feel like I'd seen this one before. Jemima getting mowed down. Kill going over to JJ Bell off a Fizz roam.
We see the Gino pop.
Yep. And directed cameras now jerked me top lane, so I don't know.
Yeah, he just popped the ulti, and I think he didn't use it. I think he's just gonna get the cooldown. He's trying to get the cooldown refund. But like a really good roam, and like this is what we're talking about, like Lugo being able to take these champions and make them his own. Use the advantage. It's pretty good.
Yeah, because it's like he's found the room to have skill expression on these champions and have the same impact he would on a lot of other champions, but still being able to provide a lot to the team composition and pick what they need him to. So, you know, he has multiple options that fit with his team, yet still let him play the game he wants. And I think that's been very crucial for LDD going into the latter half of the split here.
Absolutely.
And, speaking of this top lane matchup here, oh, John, this is down Labby in the jungle right now. Some quick trading going to go down. Labby going to Vault Breaker out of there just fine. Rafal going in top lane with the hook shot, getting some more trading on the Symphonian. And some damage coming out there. Symphonian about half health in this lane. Having a little issue dealing with Rafal's Camille now.
Yeah, it's also very interesting to note that we see Rafal has double, like he has biscuits and he has the in the health pots, so his sustain is gonna be pretty good, like to be able to kind of advance in this lane and like hold his own. Whereas Urgot's gonna like kind of struggle. We see him with the phage, like the early phage is good, especially for the CD, but like what really way does he have of staying in lane? Really good dodge. That was a quick change over to Lugo, but
That's
a really
quick.
good. That was.
Yeah, and as Labby is sewing this Rift Herald up here, taking a moment to talk a little bit more about Rafal. So he's got all these points in his tactical sweep now, and that's really allowing him to poke out Symphonian from range and do a lot of damage. And Jonas, ooh, great play from Zawardo actually, gonna stop Jonas from coming in, and the hook going on. Really fancy the turn, but not right now though. Fudgy Ditter's trading autos JJ Bell a bit, and fourth shot Zawardo before they walk out of there. Lammy completing that Rift Herald solo. Zawardo flashing forward and trying to play him out, but that's gonna be stopped by the Black Shield though. Fox coming in for Zawardo, Jonas bearing survive that. The Fizz Shark gonna finish him off. Double kill for the Fizz off the Shark. Look at Jemima and Jonas being taken down, and that's a triple kill from Lugo. Mowing down Fudgy Jitters, and here comes Symphonian with the teleport. But that's a half health Urgot, can't really do much of anything. Lugo with a quadra kill now, and Labby's popping this Rift Herald mid lane. And just like that, this game has gone from even to looking horrendous for Don't Ban Poppy right now. Labby Dabby Do with a 4-for-0 team fight in the bot side. Quadra kill on the side of Lugo. 4,000 gold lead and Rift Herald in mid from Labby.
This is what, in the words of our President of the United States, you would say is huge.
This is huge.
Huge. But like, it's also really good to see the rotation. We see Rafal make the early rotation on the TP down, and we see a delayed reaction from Symphonian. And we also see the plates traded. Ooh. Rafal.
Oh no, dude. Look at the level differential. Jemima just hit 6. It's like there's a 4-level differential between him and Rafal. Actually, first circuit to go down mid. Now Labby Dabby Do with a nearly 6,000 gold lead. I actually don't like this at all because SVT tied with LDD, so that means if they 2-0 this game, we actually go to a tiebreaker.
Hey.
Decide who takes 5th. This is actually going to be obnoxious.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, no,
Dude, he's trolling.
Dude, oh no, he's running it down. Guy Fieri just autoing him. Finally gonna get the takedown with a bouncing bomb though.
Wait,
Holy moly,
he drew so much.
That. He just ran it down.
He drew so much attention.
He really did. But, you know, I gotta say that with Zawardo on this team, that means we do have the spirit of Popo's pecking order, and as everyone from that season remembers, statistically likely, it's a very high chance that Popo will probably throw. So, you know, anything can happen at this point in the game. And, Don't Ban Poppy actually gonna be starting up this dragon real quick. Got a lot of pressure over the map on this dragon, somehow able to start that one up under the face of Labby Dabby Do.
That was, yeah, it was like a really fast dragon. Like, I mean, obviously Urgot, you know, Urgot, what is it, W? That's his shotgun thing, or his machine gun. That plus shotgun. Shotgun legs. Dude, all I can think of is the machine gun to shotgun legs.
Shotgun knees!
Jeez, oh, Lugo.
Classic. Oh no. Bush check coming in from the Urgot here, and Symphonian taking some damage, but this Fizz is getting hit up by this Purge right now. Nice troll way to dodge that Fear Beyond Death, and the Guy Fury Mech Inferno Bomb actually just gonna hit nothing except his own teammate.
So wait, so here's the real question: why is there no friendly fire in League? That would make this game so much more fun.
Dude, actually, that should be the new limited game mode, friendly fire mode. All your AoE skill shots can hit your teammates.
No, dude, it's just like it's any skill shot. Like you throw a thresh hook, you hook your teammate.
Yeah. That'd actually be destructive. Or like, teammate, or like if you throw any skill shot at all, like your teammate can walk in front of it and absorb it. So like, or better yet, like any projectile, like even with targeted ones, like, you know, for example, Ryze has a targeted E, his spell flux, but like someone can walk in front of it and just take the spell flux because that's how projectiles work, even though he targets people with it.
Dude, wait. So that could be really interesting because what if you're
Bush check coming out, and Fudgy Ditter's gonna get hit up by JJ Bell right here's Zawardo. Feeling rather hesitant on throwing that hook, so nothing's gonna happen.
Here's my thought. So you're playing as Urgot, and one of your teammates is about to die anyways. So you ult them, and then you flash into the enemy team.
In fear, then that'd be so
Yeah.
good.
Dude, think about it. Like, this is gonna sound so toxic, but you're useless feeding, like, the useless Kale that's feeding mid lane. You ult them for your own good.
No, wait, I got a genius idea. Okay, so you ult the KO, you drop the Fear Beyond Death, and then she ults herself, and you drag her into the team. And but here's the problem. I don't think you'd actually kill her, so you get the fear, or it would just go straight through the ult. So like, Although, like, you can time it so that way Kayle drops her ultimate area of effect, like, before she actually dies, so you at least get the damage, and then Kayle just dies, right? And you get the fear, too. That's so good.
Dude, alright. Hey, Riot, if you're watching, consider our idea. We don't even need,
Right, it's not
we don't
watching.
need, we don't need compensation. Just consider it.
Alright, it's not watching.
Dude, come on, I can be hopeful.
Yeah, you know, that does make me hopeful. So, you know, right now, though, poor Don't Ban Poppy is sitting at a 7,000 gold deficit. So realistically, what do they have to do at this point to get back into this game? Because it is not looking good.
Shit, you have to shut down Lugo. Lugo's worth 500 gold. Like, that's
Jesus.
that's it's so important right now. Is like if you can shut down Lugo, that's 500 free gold, and you put that on one of your important carries. Like I don't know, you give it. I would say go ahead and give it to the Jhin because Jhin can probably hard carry. I don't know if Ziggs can. Maybe give it to Urgot, but like, oh here we go.
Oh, fight going on in the top lane, though. Falcon be hook shotting back on Symphonian. Hextech ultimative coming out, but Fear Beyond Death coming out. He's gonna get the grinder, but dying to the minion. We've seen that one before. There's just not an Ornhorn going awry before that play happens.
Bam, 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 bam.
That was actually so cool.
Dude, that was nutty.
That's the second time a similar play like that's happened in PMA LCS history.
That's pretty nutty. Like
Second time this season, actually. But like I said, though, no Ornhorn there.
That's just one of the that's like nutty interactions that you get to see. That's just like
Yeah, dude.
really impressive. Yeah, and this
Honestly, oh no, JJ Bell and Lugo turning up bot lane. Fudge is Uncle Jemima start in a tight spot.
yeet.
Finding in a land, but they're just gonna mow down Uncle Jemima.
Wait, they already know.
Fudge is gonna get out on the side of Jaundice. Oh no, Rafal coming down on this Camille. Hookshot coming over the wall, flash away from Fudgy Ditters. Kickback from Jaundice, but he's caught in a tight spot. Ooh, the good flash, but the Lugo auto going and the shark gonna hit Fudgy Ditters. That's gonna be a double kill going over to this is Lugo. He's now sitting 7-0-3 on this Fizz.
So yeah, now he's worth 700 gold. So you gotta shut him down, get that money.
Yeah, this is pretty disgusting.
But like, Lugo's also so good at dodging these skill shots. Like we saw the Urgot, the Urgot Fear Beyond Death, and then the Morgana
Yeah.
Binding. It's just disgusting. Like, both of those are shot out pretty quick. And like his reaction time to be able to trickster, was it Playful Trickster or whatever it's called? The
Yep.
stripper pole.
The troll pole, playful trickster, the stripper pole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fizz is
stripper, I hardly know her.
Fizz is stripper pole. Oh, get in there.
Oh no, he's going on, so much damage. Oh god, Uncle Jemima's a Symphonian on the ultimatum right now. And Lugo gonna get so far down, Symphonian going to triple coming out, the shutdown though from the Purge. He's insane, Hook going wide from Zawardo. Jonas now stuck in a tight spot. Fear, a solid battery coming out from the Labyrinth, double kill going over the Rafal.
1k gold over to your boy Symphonia. That's actually gonna be pretty huge. Like that's a whole Giants belt.
That is huge. China, 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 China. Guy Fieri, Ziggs, China. He's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
The Donald Trump cast.
The Donald.
Dude,
So you know, I can't lie right now. LDD is amassed a rather bigly lead if we actually look at this gold count right now. It's one of the bigliest leads I've ever seen in PMA LCS history.
Shit, dude. That's at least like 1k up in every position. It's at least 1k. Holy shit.
Like seriously, there's a booming economy on the side of LDD right now. This economy is so large. It's doing so well. Like stocks are up, and it's all because of Donald Lugo Trump. Honestly, all because of this man right here. You've seen this guy. You've seen his Fizz plays. Bigly assassination coming in. Bigliest damage you've ever seen. Pudgy Nader's absolutely eviscerated by the Donald on Fizz.
God. My Fizz player is the cleanest that you've ever seen.
The cleanest Fizz play you've ever seen. Lugo finally pulling out his trump card here and dumpster into fools down here in the top lane.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh god.
Alright, so he's gonna impose tariffs on the Don't Ban Poppy economy. so that he can
Okay.
prove that the Labby Dabby Do economy is the best economy in the world. We are
I'll see.
self-sustaining.
So the shutdown gold was actually way less than you think it would be. So you see, you didn't factor in the hidden tariff there. So massive damage coming
Uh-oh.
in. Oh, Mega Inferno Bomb not actually gonna hit anyone. And where is that Jinno going? Oh, binding, narrowly missing Rafal here, and we're about to start out. Hopefully another bigly-ish team fight coming soon. And we got posturing
Oh,
from
we
both
see.
sides.
Oh, here comes
right
Lugo
here.
sneaking around.
So there's some pretty good posturing. I'd say from both sides right here. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You might say Labby Dabby Do is really destroying them right now, but so, both sides did it. Okay, there's posturing from both sides.
This is. Oh no!
Oh no! Look who's caught! No! Another shutdown going over to Symphonian. Ooh.
This is that's okay. This is the Lugo report where we try and find the dirt on
The
Lugo.
Lugo report.
Where we try and
The
find.
Lugo report.
Dude, this.
So
we're
who
just
is
gonna
Muller in this situation? Is it Symphonian?
maybe.
I
want to
mean, in the
expose.
in the lore, dude. Like Urgot, like ran his own prison, dude. Like this man is the FBI right now. He's the best FBI that Don't Ban Poppy's got. It's gonna be their only answer to the massive tariffs coming out from the side of Labby Dabby Do right now, dude.
He's the enforcer and this. So he's like. So does that make like Symphonian like the Kim Jong Un and the FBI? Because like he wants to be friend. Oh.
Hold on, engage coming in from mid lane. It's on battery. How could Jemima blown up? Kill going with our wire now. Meanwhile, the ultimate being dropped on Jaundice, brought extremely low. Kill going over the row. Fall, and now the fist coming in for some massive damage onto the back line. Symphonian, Fear Beyond Death. Dragon Rafal in, gonna go down. Oh, Vault Breaker over the wall. He's actually gonna survive, but JJ Bell gonna close out that kill. And Guy Fieri and Fudgy Ditters have managed to escape the wrath of the Donald on the left side of the fight right now. So a 3-for-1 in favor of Labby Dabby Do coming out.
Oh my god. Is there so like time out from the memes. What does Don't Be a Poppy need to do? Like we talked about getting the kills onto like the Urgot because the Urgot is gonna be your DPS this game and we've seen some of that, but like what do you do? Like what do you do at this point? Like Fudgy is ahead in CS, unfortunately down in like kills and
Down in
it's like
pretty much every
itemization.
other measurable aspect
Yeah.
of gameplay. But at least he's up at CS.
Yeah, dude. Listen, look at positives. We're all about the.
Small victories, dude. That's what really matters. But so they have the Ziggs. They have a lot of late game damage coming out from the Ziggs. They have the Urgot who's going to be able to evolve into this beefy, tanky bruiser sort of thing. Like you want him on a Gargoyles, you want him on multiple items. So you want him to start actually having a decent amount of frontline. Oh God, rip! I have seen that one this game. Pour one out for the boy.
Dude, poor Uncle Jemima. He's like, this is just at the point in the game where you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, oh god.
Oh no! Engage coming out mid. Hextech ultimatum on Guy Fieri gonna get melted down. Kill going over to JJ Bell. But you just popping the Jin ult, but gonna have to cancel that one away because there comes the Donald on the flank. He is hunting. He's sending his shark out soon. He's gonna look for some more Trump steaks. It's only you can only eat them with ketchup. That's the only way. Not even A1, just ketchup.
Are these like McDonald's quality shark burgers?
Honestly, like Trump steaks are awful, dude. Like low key Trump, like my steaks are the best quality. There's been so many failed Trump business ventures, dude. Like Trump steaks, Trump University, like. The list goes on and on of him pretending like he's selling like the highest quality good possible, but it's really just like it's literally just like the worst thing imaginable, just like the most bog standard basic thing imaginable, just packed up in like, a Trump brand logo and then sold at like a slight premium. That's literally all it's been.
And it's dude, like that's just life. Like I've come to notice that like a lot of things are just like, oh, you pay for the brand. It's like, all right, well I trust this, so I'm gonna do this. Here we're paying for this is Lugo brand.
Oh no! And Symphonian caught out by this fist, but absorbing tons of damage here. Mega Inferno Ball coming out, Drop Ball coming out. There's Symphonian gonna go down. This is Lugo in the end. That is just a really bad fist. Flash Resonating Strike coming out. John is actually gonna close the kill. But while this is happening though, the rest of Labby Dabby Do have already gone onto this Baron buff, and they're gonna start trying to take it down. They are at least one Mountain Drake strong, and Dope and Poppy rotating over here quickly, gonna see what they can do. But Fudgy Ditters is still alone here. This Baron, 3,500 HP, dropping like a rock, and Dope and Poppy's not in position. Rafal Hextech Ultimatum going into 3, stopping them from contesting that Baron buff. Gonna flash out over the wall. Labby Dabby Do securing that Baron buff, and Fudgy Ditters caught out on the side. Assault and battery coming in from Labby. Kill going over to Labby on the buy. John is caught up by that sentence from Zawardo. Double kill going over to Labby, and now he's blown under tower by Guy Fury. Satchel charge, but gonna live in the end.
Yeah, really close. Lavi had missed. Lavi had used his Q and whiffed when fighting against Jaundice. He just kind of punched into the wall, but like he was able to get his cooldown up just before. Because if it had been pretty much any later, he would have been like dead to like the tower. Like just get a brief escape. All right. Ooh. We do see a lot of vision like on the side of Lavi Devi Do. Like coming out, we also see a pretty good amount coming out from the side of Don't Ban Poppy as well.
Symphonian playing Alpha Urgot here, laying down some Molar reports, but unfortunately not going to stop this tower from going down. Unfortunately, Zawardo, the Attorney General here, censoring the full effect of the Mueller report on his team, preventing Symphonian from doing much of anything there.
Oh, I love this. Welcome to PMALCS politics. PMALCS politics.
PMALCS politics live. Ooh. And, you know, that Rot Portal actually going to get Muller reported down fully in the end. Rafal actually closing that turret on the mid lane in the split push. Good dodge away on John's resonating strike. And this is a very angry, this is a very fed Labby Dabby Do team. You know, they got one of the biggest gold leads at 27 minutes we've seen in recent years. They're looking to push, they're looking to end. They got the 4-1 going. They got Rafal in this bot lane. Nobody can respond. And now they're looking for the fight here. They got the 5v4. They got the man advantage. What can Don't Ban Poppy do? Apparently not much right now. Rafal secured this bot lane turret down here. And LDD closing in on this turret with this Baron buff slowly but surely.
This is impressive, to say the least. Labby Dabby Do has looked very impressive this series. And it's just like...
Oh boy.
Oh, Lugo.
Massive shark damage coming in. Lugo's going in deep on the Fudgy Ditters. Lasagna's coming out. He's going to burn. And Lugo going to get CC'd up. Great binding by Jemima on Lasagna's timing. That is one dead fish. And Labyrinth caught out in the mid lane, though. Going to drop the assault battery on Jemima. Kill going his way. And Labby Dabby Do forces the full engagement. Here comes the female death with Symphonian. This might be the fight they needed. Going on is Zawardo now. The hook, the takedown. Symphonian's mowing him down. Mower reports coming out. Zawardo running away. Can he get away? Bouncing bomb. Last tick gonna take him down. And Rafal fighting for this inhibitor with JJ Bell. Labby Dabby Do gonna close down the inhibitor, but at what cost? Losing 3 of their 5 members overall. And perhaps Don't Ban Poppy found some breath, some way of getting back into this game overall. And they're losing so much pressure. They have so many inhibitors down, but this is going to give them perhaps some of the farm they need to come back into this game.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very important. It's just the gold differential. Like we talked a lot about how far ahead like Lugo was early, and now we're starting to see that JJ Bell is pretty far ahead. You know, 5-0 and 9. Like JJ just doing JJ things. But regardless, it's just like we see the GA on the Camille, the Lich Bane, the Zonias, the Proto Belt on the Fizz, the Essence Reaver and PD, and it looks like working towards the IE for the Sivir, just so far ahead, and it's just like itemization wise, like Labby is just so far ahead. But the saving grace is Symphonian now has a GA, so he's, regardless, even if he goes down in like the initial ongoings of a fight, he'll be able to come back, and he's still pretty beefy. That's kind of what you want to see. The big.
Dude, honestly, all of Don't Ban Poppy has looked a little scary in this game, but if they can complete this comeback, I think there's no question who's getting the MVP vote. It's me, the man himself, on the Mower reports, but looks like Labby Dabby Do has caught him out in the jungle. John just gonna get stunned up by that assault and battery kill going over to Labby. Hextech Ultimatum coming in, and Mower is now caught between a rock and a hard place. About to get James Comey here. Round 2. He did it once, he can do it again. Kill going over to Rafal. Pour one out for my boy James Comey.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, curtain call going up, which is very ironic because it looks to be Don't Ban Poppy's curtain call right here as Labby Dabby
Oh
Do
my
push
god.
it straight into the face. That's a Nexus turret destroyed, but Rafal has gone down. And Binding goes wide, not timing with Guardian Angel proc right, but here they come. Guy Fieri, what can he do? Lugo on the flank, though. It's found Jemima. That's a lot of damage coming in. Rafal going on to Guy Fieri. Great Sonya's under the tower. Kill gonna go over, and they're dive. So much damage coming in. Labby Dabby Do mowing down Don't Ban Poppy, looking for the clean 2-0, and it looks like they're about to get it. Jemima falling down, and the Nexus falls. That is going to be a 2-0 for Labby Dabby Do over Don't Ban Poppy. And with that, that brings us to a tiebreaker match sometime soon. Still needs to be scheduled between Labby Dabby Do and Super Juicy Vitamilk Torpedoes, I believe. So, yeah. That's actually a very important 2-0 for LDD.
Absolutely. So we're gonna clear up some things real quick. Game 1 MVP is Rafal. As we set up for Game 2 MVP, who are you gonna give it to?
That's a tough one. I was too busy memeing about Trump instead of focusing on who was actually doing anything.
Here, let's look at the stats then.
The obvious answer has to be Lugo. He created so many opportunities, but it's tough. I really like how Rafal played this game as well, but I think Lugo just had more impact overall. I think Lugo just had by far the most impact on this team, and Zawardo had some very clean death sentences as well. And I don't know, like I feel like everyone else on the side of LDD, like I put like this is Lugo, like 9, and then put Rafal like 8.5 or something like that, and then the rest of LDD is sitting at like 8. So it's like you can really make a case for any of these players. I think Lugo has to edge them all out though, because a lot of the pressure for the early and the mid game it came through him.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you, especially if you go and look at the damage charts. I mean, 21k damage for Lugo is actually nutty, like beyond nutty. Like,
Jesus. Yeah, he has the most damage in the game as an assassin. Like, you're not used to seeing assassins top the damage polls frequently unless they hard carry because, they're burst. They're not damage per second. They're just meant to blow up and then either die or live. But, so yeah, the fact that he dealt the most damage in the game just speaks to how much of an impact he was having overall that game.
oh yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna leave that run for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we talked about the importance of now that there is a God, words are hard. That there's like 2 tiebreakers actually, because Legends posted in chat saying do DBP and UTD play a tiebreaker. So now we have the tiebreaker.
Holy. That's actually so important. I forgot. Tiebreaker's best of ones.
I don't know. This is my first season in the league. You're asking the wrong person, bro.
What are they best of? Same, dude. I wonder if they're best of ones or best of threes. I hope they're on one hand, I hope they're best of threes because that seems like fair.
Yeah.
But on the other, like best of ones, I want it to be over, dude. I want playoffs to happen. I want us to be done. Let's get a new season. The season's gone on too long, man. It's such a long boy season.
Dude, what do you mean?
Dude, you heard me.
Dude, it's
too long.
Dude, no, it's good. Hey, let's see what Rafal did the best at. Rafal. So physical damage to champion, JJ Bell wins. Very close second is Symphonian. Wow, that's actually pretty nutty. Magic damage. Oh my, Ziggs actually did more magic damage to champions than Lugo. It's pretty neato.
Neato, dude. Wow. We did it.
Yeah, who earned the most?
Right.
Who earned the most money? Ooh. All right, so Rafal was the money.
Donald Trump himself? So Rafal was actually Donald Trump, not
no.
Which makes sense because he was. It makes sense because he was actually laning against Robert Mueller then.
All right. So I think we're gonna go ahead and call the straw poll there, everyone. With that being said, your Game 1 MVP is Rafal. Your Game 2 MVP is, drumroll please. Just kidding, it's Lugo. So if we can get both of you guys over in Player of the Game 1, we would be happy to ask you some questions.
I almost fell off my chair.
Jesus, dude. All right. Rafal and Lugo, head over to Player of the Game 1. Let's chat. Oh, it's Lugo. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Dude, GG's. Oh, hey, Rafal, GG's.
Jeez.
GG.
Congratulations
GG.
on a clean 2-0 over Don't Ban Puppy, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very well
Nice.
played. Good execution. Before we start, so I don't know if either of you are watching this stream, but Lugo, this question is going to be directed at you. How does it feel to be compared to Donald Trump?
Uh, so
So-
just race-wise, I think it's incorrect because I'm Hispanic and I'm not quite sure what he. I guess he's orange. So I don't know if you can compare like, I guess skin races to fruit.
I mean, are you saying he's a fruit? That's offensive, bro. Like, actually, holy
No,
moly.
hold on.
Whoa.
What rhymes with orange? Orange.
Nothing right.
Dorhinge.
Orange. Of course. How could I have been so stupid? Alright, so, my first question.
Wait,
this is
wait,
definitely.
Wait, my first question is why was I being compared to Donald Trump? What was I emulating?
I don't
So-
remember. At some point we were streaming, we were casting, and someone came up with like.
I was like, Lugo's lead was like huge, and so then you became.
Oh, you were. Oh yeah, you were like our president of the United States right now. LDD's lead is huge, and then it just went hill
Wow.
from there. Okay,
Make someone
Okay.
great again.
but we figured out Rafal closed the game with the most gold, so he's actually Donald Trump, which
It's
is
because
okay.
of the split pushing.
Yeah, we determined that Symphonian was Robert Mueller on Urgot, so it actually worked out perfectly because Trump and Mueller were laning against each other in that game.
It was perfect. In all seriousness, though, game one question. What were your guys? What was your intent? Like your initial plan drafting the Warwick? Like this, and Vitalis and I were talking about this. It's like it's very rare to see a Warwick jungle. What were you guys like? What was your plan?
Well, it was either like pick Vi or Warwick at that point, and then we were just like, well, why doesn't? Wait, who was the jungle of the first match?
Who was the
I
their
don't
jungler
know if we
first
had
match was
seen the
Guy.
jungler.
This guy.
We,
No,
well,
I know.
we knew they were doing a protect the Jinx comp, so it's somewhat we wanted something that could target the Jinx a lot. So
Yeah, because their first two picks, what they gave, they had the Jinx and the Morgana. They hadn't picked the Rek'Sai yet.
Yeah, I think it worked out perfectly, specifically because they had the Jinx, they had a lot of things like that, but the only real appeal they had for Jinx was the Morgana, and there wasn't a huge front line. So you guys had drafted so much Engage. I think you guys had a comp that was easy to execute and played really well against Don't Ban Poppy's particular comp.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds good.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, just like that. That's exactly how we said it.
Yeah, dude. LDD drafting geniuses, they know. You heard
Dude,
it here,
this
boys.
is the 500 IQ I told you about.
Running straight through everybody, the 5 million IQ.
Are you right?
Alright, so my second question is, with this 2-0, I believe this actually brings you guys into a tie with SVT.
Indeed,
So-
it does.
Oh baby, so how are you guys feeling looking forward to that tiebreaker match against SVT?
I don't know. So from what I've heard, like their Chris isn't as good as our Chris. So
I knew that was gonna be the first thing you said. I knew it. Hey,
So-
hey, what happened last time? What happened last time you played mid against me?
I don't remember.
That's what I thought.
I
Well,
live in
we
the
know-
moment.
We
I
know
just-
we can go. We know we have the ability to go 1-1 against literally every single team. So there's at least a 50% chance we can win it.
That is true. You guys are the new FAP. You guys can 1-1 anyone.
How can we be the new FAP if we're all in the same league,
Yeah, that's kind of.
same season?
Well, I mean, because
We're the original LDD.
No, oof, someone
No
else.
No response.
Oof's a different team.
LDD's nuts. You mean?
No.
Nice one.
Yeah. So today's episode's brought to you by Mother's Day.
Dude, you're right. Rafal, game 2. What was the Camille pick? You feeling spicy, or were you just like?
So basically, I've been practicing Camille a lot, and I enjoy playing her. I
Mhm.
also forgot to buy the IG skin, which made me sad in
Oof.
Champs Life. But it was basically like there are certain champions that I just have a horrible time in lane against. One of those is Nasus. One of those is Scion, who I twice in this split I picked Rumble into. No, I picked Rumble and they picked Scion into it. And Scion builds Adaptive Helm, and then I never do damage again.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Urgot's something that's been really frustrating me in solo queue. So I was like, I can't, like, I need someone that can comfortably 1-on-1, like 1v1, move in and out. Because one of the issues is that if you sit on Urgot too long, obviously he procs his Conquer, he procs his W, so I needed someone who could go in and out with harassing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I opted into, and I normally would have probably gone Conqueror, but then I opted into the Comet so that I knew I'd be harassing with W more than I would actually be 1v1ing him. I did like int a kill where I was like, oh, I'm strong, and then I just died because I was like, he has Conqueror and I don't. Like,
you're a Comet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that thing's busted. So like, whatever. But like, you could see like after that, like I had a CS lead that kept him pushed in, like I was harassing him just because like the W. With the Comet is so strong that I was able to get enough harassment, and like if he went in on me, I could easily E out. So, and also because we had seen the Lee Sin, I needed a top lane that could comfortably evade ganks because of the threat that the Lee Sin provided. Because I knew that like if Lee Sin targets me, Urgot's just gonna pop off and like crush us. Like I needed a comfortable champion that could like move in and out. So that's kind of the idea behind the Camille. And and as you guys saw near the end of the game, it kind of turned into like a more split pushy role. Stop giving away our strats. What? That's just what? I'm just talking about Camille. I love playing Camille.
Yeah, I love playing Camille too.
Oh,
I did go into like heavy detail, but it was all about all about the lane. You know what I mean? It was all about.
Yeah.
I do have a side note for you, Lugo. So Vitalis and I were talking about complemental or like some sweet pairings, and it came up that you love bushes. Can you elaborate on your love for bush?
Yeah, I love bushes. I love hiding in them. I love placing wards in them. I like buying scanning them, and then just sitting there and then waiting for someone to come by.
He loves split pushing on non-split pushes just because he probably wants kills deep down.
So does that mean he loves split pushing?
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So fun fact, Lugo was 5th place for most kills in the split, and after this game, after these 2 games, he's now 10 kills ahead of 1st place.
Jesus Christ! Atta boy, Lugo. Congratulations, dude.
I did it.
So we did it.
No, we did it.
We went into game 2, and I was like, Lugo, you need 3 more kills for 1st place, and he's just like, oh, really? Like, if you notice, there was a point where he just refused to like back with the rest of the team, and I'm just like, bro, you got the record. Stop trying to go for kills.
Cement it,
Dude, just cement your legacy, if nothing more. Like, how many kills do you have this season? Like, a lot. Like,
130 or something.
Jesus, dude.
Let me find the number.
But
So going into this game, it was Maye 141. We were against Fudgy, who had 133, and then Lugo had 129. But in these 2 games, Lugo got
Like 30 something kills.
actually
I got 20, 21.
you got 20. Yeah, you got 23 kills.
Oh my god.
So you went from having 129 to having 154. 52.
152.
So you're 11 kills ahead of Maye now.
Nice.
But so I think Ziggs played the matchup really well because like I was just farming and every time I tried going in, like he just zoned correctly, so I couldn't like commit anything, and so I was just like, oh well, I'm not getting anything here, so I just kept going down bot, and it kept working for me, so I kept doing it. So that was my plan there.
Yeah.
I think I ganked bot like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, you definitely did. And that was something that both Vitalis and I praised, was like you've definitely opened up your like you're going around and you're seeing a lot of more like of these available ganks, and it's really like your map awareness is just like so good.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Not trying to suck you off, but really good job.
It's not like we're a bush or anything.
Jesus. Vitalis, you got anything else?
No, I think I'm good now.
Hey, again, GG's to Labby Dabby Do. Good luck to both of you guys in your what is it, tiebreaker, whenever that is.
Yeah.
See you on the Rift.
Whatever that is, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, best of 1, best of 5s. We might just do a whole new like season.
Best of, did someone say best of 15?
Best of 25 actually. Best of 69. Oh well.
Race to 50.
Oh, race to 50. That's my favorite.
Dude, nice.
The marathon.
We got a
Jeez.
couple of tiebreakers to schedule after this game though.
Oh, we got to do the triathlon. So the first best of series is like on Summoner's Rift, and then we go to ARAM, and then we go to like Twisted
Ooh.
Tree Line.
The
Ooh.
triathlon, if you will.
Jesus.
It's gonna be a spectacle. People are gonna watch this more than the finals. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it'd be way cooler.
Wild. Alright. That's
If
gonna...
Lugo draws Vagar on Howling Abyss, I'm gonna kill myself.
Ban it.
Wait. Oh yeah, you can ban champions now on ARAM.
No, they removed it after like one patch.
Yikes. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So, if there's nothing else, I think that's going to do it. There's another game tonight. It's TBR and something else. FAP, maybe?
Yeah, it is.
So, stop by again tonight to watch that game. For now,
Yeah.
GG's to
FAP
LDD.
needs this, so this is big.
Eh,
Needed for playoff placing.
Oh, true. But for now, GG's to LDD. I'm Matt2702 signing off.